Welcome to another episode of Family Health and Demons, where we explore the dark side in us. This is your hostess, Morenay, sending out major love to all of our listeners. Today, you are going to want to hold on to your seat because we are going for a ride. We have an awesome lineup, and of course, we have my friend and buddy Reality Check with us. How are you today, Reality?
You know me, just trying to keep it real.
Do your thing, Reality. Our next guest is truly amazing. Honestly, I have never seen anyone so gifted at changing the atmosphere and the people in it. He is truly a world changer. Let's give a hand to the Spirit of Offense. Welcome to the show, Spirit of Offense.
Thank you, but why'd you say my name like that? Spirit of offense. Why couldn't you just call me offense? You made him seem like he's more special. A first name basis.
Whoa, hold on. I've seen firsthand what you are capable of doing. I need to remind you that I had you to sign a special blood contract. And one of the clauses was if you started to accuse me, disrupt the flow of the show, or nitpick with me or my guests, or cause chaos, you would immediately be cast off of this show. Do you remember that?
You don't have to go there. I remember. I'm just trying to say that I would rather just be called offense. That's all.
Okay, then. All right, everyone, let's give it up again for Offense. Okay, now. Our last guest is Nikki Close. She is an activist for several causes, a prolific author and speaker who has made a huge impact on her fan base, which, by the way, is growing every day. Let's give a warm welcome to Nikki. Hi, it's a pleasure to be here. You are so welcome. So let's get right into the interview. Nikki, I understand you have been knowing Offense for quite some time. Tell us, how did the two of you meet? Well, that is a good question. I remember I was going through a rough season in life and I really needed someone who would understand. It was like Offense was there out of the blue, like a gift from Mother Nature or something.
You know that's right. I told you, I have your back. If no one else looking out for you, I was, and I am.
It sounds like it was not a coincidence that you connected with Nikki here. Is that true? Was it part of some plan?
She needed some help. People were walking all over her, saying anything to her, and and had to show her what to feel, what to say. The girl was in trouble and needed a voice.
Nikki, what was going on that Offense thought he had to rescue you? Well, I was having problems with my family. I was just having problems with my family. How old were you, Nikki? Well, the family issues had been going on since I was 4, but I met Offense when I was around 9 or 10 years old.
You were 8 years old. Get it right. Don't try to downplay.
Contract? Thank you. Nikki, so what was happening at the age of 8 with your family that prompted Offense to feel like he had to rescue you? My parents just didn't treat me right. They showed a lot of favoritism towards my sister Mo. I was always told I was pretty, but never smart like Mo. I just always felt like they thought I was stupid. And I never got the attention that she got. My dad would spend hours showing her different things. So let's fast forward. How did you Offense come on the scene?
About time you asked me. This is good. Well, Nikki had an older half sister named Cindy, who had met earlier when she was a kid also. Cindy absolutely hated this sister, Mo, too, because I revealed to her how Mo was actually the cause of her father leaving her mother and abandoning the two of them. I had a long talk with Cindy and convinced her that she needed to connect with Nikki and build an ally against Mo. So when Nikki went to spend time with Cindy, I was able to meet her and show her what was really going on. I also showed her how to respond to this injustice.
You just brought up something very interesting. So, you had already met someone and you were able to woo in another person to get to know you on a personal level too. That's very interesting. Nikki, I'm curious, what happened with your relationship with Cindy, Offense, and Mo? How did it progress? I became very close to Offense because I trust him to show me the truth and to always be with me. I literally took him everywhere I went. I felt powerful with him, like I really mattered. I also became closer to Cindy. She was more like a mentor than a sister. We would get together and figure out ways to accuse Mo for everything, to hurt her like she did us. We would find ways to keep her isolated, steal money that was coming to her, and steal her boyfriends too. I learned from Offense and Cindy how to keep her feeling unattractive. She may have been smart, but she couldn't beat me in looks. I did not hate her per se, but I did want to prove that she was not better than me. I was just as smart. Well, I know you said you didn't hate her, but it really sounds like you really did hate your sister. To be honest, I really didn't hate her. You couldn't trust her because, like, when she was younger, she did steal a bite of my candy bar. So I absolutely did not trust her. Except, I guess I have to admit, she was good at being there for me during really, 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 really bad times. But I knew it was unsafe to connect with her on a deep level, so I did things to keep us from getting closer. And how about your relationship with your parents? I love my parents, but I guess I became more defiant, and I always felt like I had to prove something to them, to show them that I was better than my sister. And I did it too. Nikki, Offense, what exactly did your sister Mo do? Perhaps I'm missing something, but it looks like you held Mo responsible for decisions your parents made. Same with Cindy. She was a child. Help me to see what you are seeing. Well, she treated me bad. She took thought she was better.
Did you hear her? The girl Mo was a rat, and it was her fault that Nikki's parents did not invest much time in her. The same girl caused Cindy to be raised without her dad, to suffer. Mo, Mo did not even should not even have been born. And people like her are horrible. They cause pain and they deserve everything they get.
Okay, I can feel your passion, Offense. I guess I'm just not seeing why you feel wrong by Mo. Reality, maybe you can shed some light. You knew Nikki's family personally, didn't you?
Yes, for 15 years. Knew Nikki's dad before she and her sister Mo were born. Good people.
Of course, he would say that. Christians think everybody is really good or really bad. There's no in between.
I am speaking to reality, not Offense. One more outburst and I will have to have you cast out of here. Do you understand? Thank you. Now, reality. Do you have any insight as to what Nikki may be explaining here? What's the scoop on this family? What happened?
Nikki, your daddy did not abandon your sister Cindy. He caught his ex-wife in bed with another man. Broke his heart. He left her true enough, but he never stopped being a father to Cindy.
But Offense, you told
Who
me that.
who you gonna believe? Me or some shady Christian?
And Nikki, your mama and daddy spent time with both of you. Don't you remember? In the seventh grade, you started to push everybody away. You skipped school, wanted to be with your friends more than anything. You just didn't show any interest of being with your family. Your mama cried about that a lot.
No, they pushed me away. Offense. I don't understand this.
You remember? They pushed you away. You were never called smart. They loved her more because she was so smart. You had every right not to want to be around them.
Nikki, it seems like you and reality have two very different perspectives on what really happened so far. Reality, did you know Mo? What type of person was she?
Well, she mostly stayed to herself, looked sad a lot. And you could tell she was very insecure and wanted to be loved, held her head down a lot. Nikki, did you know your sister did not have any friends? You were all she had.
That's not true. She was always showing off, talking about school and straight A's. Everyone loved Mo.
Nikki, you ever thought she just wanted to be called beautiful? Every day someone was calling her ugly. All she had was you and your parents and her grades.
How does that make you feel, Nikki? Every little girl wants to be called pretty once in a while. Not every girl. Some of us want to be called intelligent. I don't know. That is not what I saw. I did not know any of that. I'm a little confused, I guess.
Don't be confused. He did not live in your shoes. You saw right. She was a rat, a rat. She got what she deserved. They're just trying to pull your heartstrings.
Maybe you're right, offense. It is amazing how the two of you are seeing things so differently. And I'm sure our listeners would love to hear more and we would like to get to the bottom of this, but unfortunately we are running out of time. On our next podcast, however, Nikki and Offense will be back and we can see how Offense has helped you to develop as an adult. Does that sound like a good plan? That sounds excellent.
That's just good with me.
It's good to me too.
There you have it. Nikki, Offense, and Reality Check will be back on our next show. I just want to leave you with this thought. How are you seeing your past and things that happened to you? What age did you meet Offense in? And how are you filtering things? So, my prayer is that we would see our relationship to Offense as a child and really ask for wisdom and for us to be able to see clearly what was really happening. This is your hostess, Morinee, on Family, Health, and Demons. Sending you much love until next time. Bye, everyone.